I was born in the valley. Do I seem like a valley girl? Totally not. Who is your favorite person in the world? I probably would have to say my kids. Is that boring? I didn't want to bore you, but my kids are just so funny. I'm like, what was I doing before these people? I would constantly have to run cross country to stay in shape, and I'm like, this is not for me. You know what I used to do that was so funny? So when people were running across country, I would sit underneath the tree and wait for their last lap, and then go and join the rest of the group during the last lap. Talk about cheater. I did competitive cheerleading, like the ones that you saw at Epcot Center, and like all the girls like throwing themselves up and doing all that fun stuff. That was me. When I went to college, I was actually a bio pre-med major, and I wanted to be, believe it or not, a pediatrician. Oh, hi London. London's here.
Hi people.
Hi party people. I really think that life is what you create, and you can create it all through your thoughts. I know. Some people really don't believe in it, and I sound a little nuts, but these are some fun facts about me. Wait, do I look like Aaliyah? Hold on. Let me know. Let me know. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be awesome to kind of just do a get ready with me because Allie is on her way to take some photos and I'm looking a little
dead in the face.
So I'm gonna have to like liven things up just a bit and do some makeup. I don't do makeup that is very elaborate, but I do like makeup that is very the makeup, no makeup look, if you know what I mean. And I wanted to tell you some things about me that you probably don't know. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna spill the tea. So grab a tea or your coffee. I'm not drinking coffee right now, so don't drink your coffee. Don't do that to me. But let's get started. First up, I'm gonna put my hair in a bun. Can you believe it? I still have these braids after all of this time. I just saw a video. The video was 11 weeks ago that I got these braids. I thought that I was only gonna have these braids for 6 weeks. Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, they are still here. Today we will be using Bobbi Brown makeup. Thank you Bobbi Brown for sponsoring today's video. But I'm going to show you some new things that I will be using on my face as well as get to know me a little better. Let's get started. Let's prep the skin. The first thing I'm going to use is the Bobbi Brown Extra Bare Glow just to give me a little glow on my face. I've already done my skincare routine and put on my sunscreen, but let's get this on and popping. So I brought up a bunch of tag questions that I can answer while I'm doing my makeup. So number one is, what is my full name? Most people know me as Sai De Silva. That is actually not my full name. De Silva is my last name. I didn't take my husband's name when I got married because I'm just obsessed with the name De Silva. It's actually my mother's name. I'm so close to my mother's side of the family. We're all De Silvas that we all just refuse to change our name. My first name is very long. It actually has 9 letters in it. So everyone just calls me Sai for short because growing up, no one could ever pronounce my name in school and it was so frustrating. Next, we're gonna use the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Stick in Bone. I've used these a million times. I've showed you guys how to use these on Instagram. I kind of just go over the top of my lid. I know that looks a little bit nuts, but don't worry. What does my name actually mean? My full name is Silva. My whole name means great vision. See how much better that looks once you like brush that right on in. Next eyeshadow I'm going to put in my crease. So if I had to change my name, what would I change it to? So I used to think that I wanted to change my name to, get this, Dominique Dawes. I love Dominique Dawes. She was a gymnast and I wanted to be just like her, so I wanted to change my name to Dominique. Mind you, I never did gymnastics a day in my life, so I really don't know what I was thinking. I really love these eyeshadow sticks because they're just really easy to use. As you can see here, they're looking a little bit of a hot mess. And then you just blend them in and they look so much better. Next question is, so where am I from? Where were you born? Now, many people don't know this, but I was actually originally born in Los Angeles, California. I was born in the Valley and then I moved to New York off and on since I was 2. My mom used to like to move around quite often, so I would constantly be the new girl in the school like every 6 months. I have to be honest. It was super annoying that she would do that. I'm gonna add another eyeshadow color. Let's do something like a cinnamon. Is this a golden bronze? Can I just triangle that up? So yeah, I was always the new girl in school and it was super, super annoying. I would have to say though that I learned a lot of resilience because there was a lot of bullying going on when I grew up just because I was always the new girl in school. It was like fresh meat, someone to bully. So that was really annoying, but I learned a lot from it. And I would have to say some of my best characteristics are being able to be resilient and talk myself out of anything. And as far as that, I mean like talk my emotions and my brain out of feeling a certain way, like feeling sorry for myself or feeling down or blaming my past. I'm very resilient in that aspect that I can be like, everything's gonna be fine, stay positive, stay grateful, etc. Usually after I finish my eyeshadow, I just go ahead and take a makeup wipe and take off whatever it is that I don't need. This is why I like to do my eyeshadow first before I even do my foundation because I'm usually a hot mess. That's why I like the sticks because they're just so easy to use. Let me do something with these eyebrows. I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown Perfectly Defined Brow Pencil and I really just go right up in here. The thing is, my eyebrows are microbladed. It's almost been a year. I did a video on that a few months ago and they're still going strong. So I kind of just like to brush them up and fill them in just a bit. I like this Bobbi Brown Gel Eyeliner. Sometimes when it comes to the liner, I have to do it off camera. So my favorite actor, all right, don't laugh at me, James Bond, Daniel Craig, because I'm obsessed with him. I mean, I only like him in that character. Like, he has to play James Bond's Skyfall. Skyfall. You guys remember this? He is so hot to me in this video, and I know he's a little bit older. Something about the movie, he just looks like he smells of Tom Ford and like the Tom Ford suits. I am thoroughly obsessed. Really quickly, I'm going to put the truffle right in the corners of my eyes to kind of really brighten them up just a bit. I always just put a dot of something in here and then I kind of just use my fingers to blend in just a bit. When it comes to musicians, I don't really have a favorite musician. I mean, favorite rapper of all times is probably Jay-Z. I love Drake. Who is your favorite person in the world? My kids. Is that boring? I didn't want to bore you, but my kids are just so funny. I'm like, what was I doing before these people? Like, they're just really funny kids. What is my favorite color? Black.
Very chic, darling.
Next, we are going to go ahead and put on some foundation. So I'll be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, which also has SPF 15 in it. My next question is, did I play sports? Yes, I absolutely did play sports. I ran track, and fun fact, I was a cheerleader. Yeah! Probably wouldn't have expected that from me, but yes, I ran track for, I want to say 10 years. I started running when I was 8 and I stopped right in high school. I was supposed to get a scholarship to go to college, and I'm really upset with myself that I did not get the scholarship and go to college. But the thing is that I quit on myself. Told myself that I was so sick of running and I just did not want to do it anymore. I was exhausted. Imagine running non-stop your entire life. When you run track, you run all year long. It's not just the season. You have to stay conditioned. You have to stay in shape. So I'm a sprinter. I would constantly have to run long distance, or I have to run cross country to stay in shape. And I'm like, this is not for me. I'm not here for cross country. You know what I used to do that was so funny? So when people were running across country, I would sit underneath the tree and wait for their last lap and then go and join the rest of the group during the last lap. Talk about cheater. I did what I had to do because I just wanted to run the 100-yard dash, show up, and get it over with. So then I really got into cheerleading in junior high school. I lived in Florida with my dad for a brief amount of time. The cheerleading in Florida is so different because you also have to be in gymnastics as well. So you have to take tumbling. So I used to tumble. I did competitive cheerleading, like the ones that you saw at Epcot Center, and like all the girls like throwing themselves up and doing all that fun stuff. That was me. What is your favorite type of clothing? I have so many different types of clothing. Denim, tees, jackets. I love jackets. I love to layer and layer and layer jackets. Well, I'm not saying I like the layered jackets over and over and over again on top of each other, but I just like the layered look. So I definitely would have to say outerwear, I guess, would be my favorite type of clothing. What is your favorite way to pass time? Creating content. I mean, it's just my jam. I like to create content and I like to do tons of research. I'm always just researching like different trends or reading magazines. I believe it or not, I still read magazines and I love it. What is the name of your favorite restaurant? Let's put on some blush before I answer that. Actually, before we put on blush, we're gonna do a little bit of a bronze. I am using the bronzing powder in Natural, honey. So my favorite restaurant has to be, I live in New York, there's so many good ones. Let's do old school all the way uptown. Scalinatella is my favorite. It is on the Upper East Side and it is a Italian restaurant. I think all of my favorite restaurants are definitely Italian. I love Carbone. Don Angie's in Manhattan is also very, very good. Mediterranean, Greek, I would have to say Milo's. I still love that restaurant. I think it's just such a good one. All right, so we're coming along. We are looking much better. I am a sucker for blush. So I have two here. One is the blush in Desert Pink, and then I have another one kind of in Sand Pink. They look pretty similar on camera, but they are not. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dust on the Desert Pink real quick. What is your favorite town or city? You guys already know. Uh-oh. Of course, my camera is overheating. I always feel like I have to do this. Like I have to have a big cheek when I'm doing my blush. My grandmother used to teach me that. All right, we're coming along. This liner that I'm using is a lip pencil in pale pink. My favorite city is obviously New York City. What I love about the city is that it's just so diverse, right? It's a melting pot. And there's just this energy that cannot be replaced anywhere else. So this is the only city that I think that I would probably ever live in. I like Barcelona and I really love Paris. I really do like Paris. I mean, I had such a good time when I was there. I'm gonna finish this lip up with the Bobbi Brown Crushed Lip Color. Next question is, what was your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject, believe it or not, was biology. I loved science and I still love science to this day. I'm like fascinated by the universe. When I went to college, I was actually a bio pre-med major and I wanted to be, believe it or not, a pediatrician. I know, can you imagine me being a pediatrician? But I could not seem to get through organic chemistry. No matter how hard I tried, I was completely just stuck on it. By the way, I'm using Bobbi Brown's mascara in black, which is really nice because it's not clumpy at all. But now I'm really into physics. I am obsessed with physics. It was really difficult for me in college to kind of understand the concepts of physics, but I think now, because I'm so obsessed with the universe and quantum leap and everything like that all in between, I now am like putting two and two together and finally figuring it out. Sorry, getting a phone call. Mascara is on, ladies and gentlemen. Are you scared of heights? Absolutely. I am so scared of heights. When we went to the edge, it's like on top of a building. We were shooting up there. My butt got the tingles in it and I was literally scared for my life. I'm just gonna add some highlighter. This is the highlighting powder Bronze Glow. Next question is, am I high maintenance? What do you think? I'm absolutely not high maintenance whatsoever. I am the most laid back, easygoing person. Even when it comes to work, like when I work with my clients, I'm just kind of like, whatever you guys want, go with the flow kind of sort of situation. Are you inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? That is actually a very good question too, because I am building my own empire, but I also would like to unleash and empower other people to build their own empire as well. In this lifetime, I want to do so much. I want to inspire other people to do so much. I want to do so much. So now it's kind of like, well, what is my next step? Well, the next step now is that we're going to go and do my hair. So let's go downstairs. So what I'm going to do today is like 4 flat twists and I'm going to do them straight back. So I'm going to take out all of my baby hair and surprise, I use a toothbrush. I just went and bought a toothbrush from CVS, part that on the side. We have some shea butter that I'm going to put on as well. So what are some other things that you might not know about me? I am a huge law of attraction person. Like, I really believe that positive vibes, positive thinking really become things. Like, I really think that if you're focusing on the right things and positive energy, that is what you're going to get back. That's probably why I'm so obsessed with energy and physics and the universe, because I really do believe that being positive gets you places. Like waking up in the morning and being grateful for the things you have, like even if it's hardly anything at all. Like just sitting there being grateful and saying that you're thankful for those things. For example, I am grateful that I have a phone that I can record these videos to inspire other people. But what I realize is the more you are grateful for what you have now, the more abundance you will continuously get. So I have this obsession with reading personal growth books. Not to go off on a tangent, but my favorite are books that are rags to riches biography stories, like about people's lives. And like I really love to hear that people went from nothing to something. I just find it so fascinating. Favorite quote of all time: closed mouths don't get fed. By that, I mean, if you don't ask someone, then how will you ever know? For example, if you need help, but your ego, it's always about our ego, but your ego gets in the way, why? Like, just ask. What's the worst someone's gonna say? The worst someone's gonna say is no. It kind of leads me back to when I'm pitching for jobs. You know, sometimes brands are like, no, not right now. Okay, that's fine. It's a no now, but maybe it'll be a yes in the future. So those are just kind of some of the things that I really believe in. Like, that is my absolute favorite quote. Like, I live for that quote. But I'm gonna have to be quiet and speed things up. I'm like happy that you guys got to know me. If you have any other questions that you would want to get to know me just a little bit better and for me to answer some more, I am definitely in it to win it. But I want to finish up my hair because Allie and I are about to shoot. Let me actually just do one last thing. I'm gonna take this piece and wrap it around. And voila, that is my makeup using Bobbi Brown. Thank you, Bobbi Brown, so much for sponsoring today's video. But let's go find something to wear, and then I have to go, girls. I have got to go.